Ooh, hello everyone. Hello. I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. Happy Friday to all of you. I hope you guys are doing well, and you are in as good spirits as you could be. I hope you're hanging in there. It is Friday, which means that's good news. It means is that we've made it through another week. So I'm excited about that. I'm glad that you guys and hope that you guys are good. I hope that you guys are in good spirits as much as you possibly can be. I know that, it's crazy out there. It's been crazy out there. It continues to be crazy out there. And I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor, CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. We connect remarkable women to inspiring stories. And we do that through our content, our community, and our real connections. Hello, Lisa. How are you? If you do swing by, don't forget to say hello. Would love to say hello back. I think that there is, like my girl Oprah, nothing more important than being seen and being heard. Good morning, Donna. Nothing more important than that. And I want to see and I want to hear you. So it is crazy times that are happening out there in the world. And I guess, to reiterate, I think I said this on episode 1 or 4 or 5, and now sitting in episode 137, the same thing may apply. The distractions of life are a trap for you. Good morning, Renee. The distractions of life are going to get you. We are in a space where we are being distracted from our goals and objectives, and life happens to us. Life happens to all of us. We are forced to deal with and participate in things that are outside of our control. There is so much going on in our worlds, both personally and professionally and globally, that we have no control over. All we can control is our reactions to the actions. All we can control is what it is that we are planning to do in this unique time, in this unique space, with our unique gifts. All we can control is what we are looking to bring to the table. And I think that now more than ever, the distractions, good morning, Barbara, are real. The distractions are intense. There are things that a lot of us are going through that we would have never dreamt would be our worst day, has now become our worst week and month and going upon a year. 2020 is a complicated state of affairs, with a lot of twists and turns, and has challenged us to rise to the occasion, to be better than we were prepared to be, to have to deal and think about things in a very unique way. And I think that we will be better for it. Those of us that are lucky enough to say that we are healthy and we are safe, what we have to deal with at this particular point is dealing with the distractions of life and what that looks like, dealing with all that is coming at us and how we digest what is coming at us and what we do with that energy, what we do with that space, how we function not only internally for ourselves, with ourselves, but how we function with everyone else as well. And I think that the challenges are coming at such a rapid pace, in life. I mean, every day we're waking up to trials and tribulations and what it is that we have to maneuver through in order to get ourselves to where we need to be. Needless to say, what the rest of the world is doing, what our community, our state, our town is doing, what our house is doing, what we internally are doing. And when we are focused on the distractions in which we cannot control, it is very hard to have self-control. And so we have to really focus on the self-control of things. We have to focus on what it is that we can control. The distractions are coming fast and furious. They're coming in a way in which they're coming quicker than we can digest them, than we can receive them. Our feeds are blowing up with what is about to happen, what is currently happening, and how do we digest what has happened in the past. But what all you can do is put your feet on the floor, feel your toes, as my friend Sherry Marcantuano always says, and really begin to understand where you stand, what it is that you can contribute to the life in which you have, the grateful nature that you should be utilizing, the practice of gratitude that I suggest everybody become accustomed to if you have not become accustomed to, and try to avoid the distractions. It's hard. I want to be in the know. I'm one of those people that like to know what's going on. And oftentimes when you expose yourself to what's going on, the distractions come, and they come rapidly. And you can't help but to feel what's happening around you. You can't help, good morning, Kelly. You can't help but to feel what's happening. You can't help but to receive the information. You can't help but to digest the information, and ideally, and in a lot of ways, communicate on behalf of what's going on in and around your world. But the problem with all of that is that becomes a distraction, and not a positive one. I need us to control what we can control and leave what is out of our control to just happen around us. We can't react to the distractions. We can't participate in the conversations that are negatively distracting us, because we will be lost. Every day it's something different. Every day there's a reason to be vexed or to be angry. Every day there's, trials and tribulations that affect us both personally and professionally, both socially and economically, and we must stay steadfast. The distractions are tripping us up. They're keeping us from getting closer to what it is that we want. They're keeping us from having clarity in our goals and objectives, and what we're left with is beyond frustration that leads to us being stuck, right? It leads to us being stuck in that space. Good morning, Linda. It leads to us not necessarily knowing what to do and who to lean on and where we can go. And I think that that's really what this Scream Your Dream community is about. Is like, when you are in the storm, you can count on us to give you the umbrella or provide you with direction, or at least program your GPS, because it is messy. And the distractions keep coming. And they keep coming in a way in which we can't necessarily manage them enough for us to have productive conversations about them. And I want for us to really dive into what it is our goals and objectives are, and try to stay on our path. Try to avoid the hazards along the way and keep going. Avoid the distractions. You're so right. You're so right, Linda. You're so right. Avoid the distractions that we have. It's easy to fall into a place of not only negativity, but allowing for the distractions to take over not only your conversations, but your thought, for your energy to shift and change. For the only thing for you to be focused on during that particular time, during this day, is what is not going well. Louis Bessick was on in his episode for us. He wrote Crack the Code. And he's a regular on This Is It Network. And I had an opportunity to interview him today, as we typically meet a couple times a month. He's one of our IT experts. And today we were talking about anticipation. And we were talking about anticipating good things that are about to happen. And I challenged him for us to kind of dive into, are we talking about large things? Are we talking about anniversaries and birthdays and holiday trips? Because those are different. We're not talking about Halloween and getting your kids dressed up and going trick-or-treating. We're talking about small things. We're talking about anticipation and appreciation for today being Friday. We're talking about anticipation and appreciation for, being safe and healthy. We're talking about anticipation and appreciation for the family that we do have, the folks that we do talk to, the business that we can run, the goals that we have met. We're talking about anticipation and appreciation for where we stand, and we are avoiding the distractions that lie ahead. The distractions of the today and the distractions that are going to come our way soon. This is crazy times. And I'm not here to sugarcoat it or to pretend that just one quote is going to get you through it. I know that it's more about staying motivated than being inspired. And that's why I come each and every day, because I need it just as much as all of you. Sometimes my well runs dry and I become tired and exhausted, trying to navigate the messages of this world, trying to navigate where I should go and where I should put my energy. But I know what my gifts are. I know I love to communicate, kind of love to hear my own voice. I know that I have a stage or a platform to be able to bring all of these different walks of life together. And in doing so, I can utilize my energy to share it and pass it along to you. The morning message is a practice for me that allows for me to dive in to where my mindset should be. It allows for me, even for a brief moment every morning, to be focused on something else than what is wrong, than what is not going right, what is broken. It allows for me to look at the brighter side of things and see hope, where sometimes things seem hopeless. And I work on it every day. It's not something that I'm just skipping around my house, without intention, without practicing it. It's not something that just comes easy to me, though I am optimistic. It's not something that just happens. It's something that I have to set my mind to. It's something that I have to do. It's something that affords me the ability to do it for others. Thank you so much, Renee. It's a practice in which I have no choice but to participate in, because one, not only do I have a community of all of you, I have two small little ones. You can only see Chase, I think. That rely on me, that depend on me, that look for me for guidance, for the temperature of this world. And if it is too hot for me, it will burn them to death. So what I would love to be able to do is follow or lose myself in everything that is going on, to be able to collapse in the distraction of this world. But that is not an option for me. The only option that I have is to participate in the conversations that seem to be uncomfortable right now. But if the only thing that I have to do, if the only burden that I have to bear in this crazy, uncertain time is having uncomfortable conversations, then I will take it. I raise my hand and welcome them, all of the uncomfortable conversations, but I do not welcome the distractions in my life. I do not welcome the distractions in which I do not need. I do not welcome the distractions that will take me off my path. I will continue to pay the tolls of life on this journey, but I will not stop based on the hazards on the side. I will move forward. I will charge through to be an example, not only to my community, but to my children, to be a reflection of the sacrifices of my family and those that have come before me. I will not be distracted by things in which I cannot control. I will move forward, and I will encourage others to do the same. Keep your eye on the prize, stay in your lane, jump the hurdle, whatever analogy that I can throw at you today. But I'm tired. And the distractions creep in when fatigue exists. The distractions are so visible when you are exhausted by the day-to-day of life. The distractions become where we live. We live in what is not working. We live in the things that are broken. But not me. And I encourage not you. I encourage all of you to ignore the distractions, to stay clear on your path and your journey. Understand that challenges will come and that we cannot control everything that is thrown our way. We didn't control any of this. We didn't plan any of this. We didn't do any of this. This is literally happening to all of us simultaneously. How it happens to us, that is up to us. If we are blessed enough to be safe and healthy, if we are fortunate enough that is part of our story, that we are not ill, that we are not in danger, then we can handle the distractions. If you can breathe easy and walk freely, and even those that don't breathe easy or walk freely, the distractions, we can handle the distractions. Try to handle the distractions. Gain a plan to embrace the distractions. You can do it. We have no choice. Today, I encourage you to embrace the distractions that you have and what it looks like for you. And understand that better things are going to come. We must ride through the storm, and we can do it together. I say shotgun for all of you. I got you. I'm here for you. I arrive each and every day at 11 o'clock Eastern to give you a little bit of motivation, to encourage all of you to use your voice, to tell your story, to no longer whisper your wishes, but to in fact scream your dream. For more inspiration, to take a look at what it is that we've got going on, to watch all of our programs, make sure you head over to thisisit.tv to watch and thisisitTV.com for all of the information on our amazing network that connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. And don't forget to follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. I will continue to show up for all of you, as I hope you show up for yourselves. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. I'll see you all on Monday at 11 o'clock Eastern. You've got this.